Good morning. Welcome to the Summerween vlog day 1. I missed day 1. Today is the July 8th, so I had it written down. I wrote it down, then I forgot where. And on Thursday, July the 6th, all day long, I was thinking, what do I have tomorrow? I'm sure I have something tomorrow. I have something planned for tomorrow. And I couldn't remember what. And I was like, it's probably nothing. It was Summerween. And today in the morning I saw Books and Lala's first vlog and I was so upset because I missed day 1. Why do I do this every single time? But anyway, I decided to just give myself one extra day. So I'm going to be vlogging from the 8th to the 14th. I'm so sorry. But yes, I have a few books here that I chose for my Summerween TBR. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish them all, but I'm going to tell you about them and see if I can fulfill all the prompts. Prompt number 1 is read a book in the dark or at night. I think I'm going to sit on my balcony. There's going to be some light coming off the street from the street lights, and I can just like put a little lamp nearby at night and I'm going to read there. Prompt number 2 is read a thriller, and for that I'm going to read Dark and Shallow Lies by, I always forget, Ginny Myers Sane. I've chosen this book for a few different readathons by now, and I've never actually picked it up, even though I am desperate to read this. I don't know why I do this. Like it's also hard to read right now because of my mental state. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I hope I will be able to read this. Then read a book set in the fall. Honestly, I have no idea because I don't know how I'm supposed to know that beforehand unless it specifically states that in the synopsis. But I think that maybe Wait Till Helen Comes by Mary Downing Hahn will be for that. It's a ghost story. It's pretty short as well. It's 184 pages long, so I'm going to be able to knock this out in an evening. This is a children's horror book, and I first heard of it from Lee Nicole. She doesn't post on YouTube anymore right now, but I still love her, and we chat on Instagram. I'm so grateful for her. She's one of my favorite booktubers. She said that this book is definitely terrifying. Also, my best friend Sam, they also really love this writer, and these books were like a childhood horror story for them, so I'm excited to read this and then talk to Sammy about it. Then we have read a book with orange or black on the cover, and for that, I mean, all of them can fulfill that prompt because they are all they all have black on the cover. But I think I'm going to take a Dowry of Blood for that one. This is an ex-library copy that I bought online, and there's a little piece torn off here where I guess the sign-in sheet was. I'm very excited to read this. I'm upset that I don't have the first edition with the pretty cover. I hate this cover. I don't like it. This looks like a domestic thriller. Even when you look at it, sort of, you're like, oh yeah, well, she's wearing a historical dress and pearls and she's pale and there's blood, so it's a vampire, but it just does not look good to me. The first cover was so good, but I'm very excited to read this. I wanted to keep this for my vampire vlogs, but I just decided not to put it off any longer and just read it right now. And the last prompt is read a manga, graphic novel, or novella. And for that, I'm going to read The Power of the Dark Crystal, Tome 1, 2, and 3. I have them all here. If you know The Dark Crystal, the movie, Tom Henson one, Jim Henson. Why did I say Tom Henson? These graphic novels are the continuation of that story. They are authorized by him. I'm pretty sure, like, I don't remember specifically if he wrote them as well, because it doesn't say here that he did, but I think that they are like authorized by Jim Henson. War authorized, I suppose. And I also have one extra here, The Prince of Mist by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. This is a first in a series. I think it's about a family that move into a house and there's like a ghost there. I don't know how many books there are in this series or when I'm gonna be able to get the rest of them. I'm just keeping this as an extra in case a miracle happens and I finish all the rest. I'm gonna have one book extra to read. I'm putting this aside for now so that it doesn't stress me out that I have one extra book to read, but if I do have extra time, I'll pick this one up. I think I'm going to start with The Power of the Dark Crystal because it's an easy, like, it's graphic novel, plus I'm obsessed with the Dark Crystal, so it's gonna be easy for me to finish. The art style is so beautiful. I love it so much. The Dark Crystal is just one of my favorite things in the world. So yeah, I'm going to also go and install the Sims games right now because I'm starting a second channel where I'm going to be playing The Sims 4 soon. That's gonna be happening soon. And I'm gonna update you on my reading. I have my peppermint tea here with my favorite cup. It's the Cheshire Cat. It's a collectible. My stepfather brought this for me from London and I really love it. There was two of them. The second one had the Mad Hatter on it, but my cat broke it. So yeah, I'm gonna go read. I'm also gonna maybe share some drawings that I'm gonna be able to do today. Maybe like a little doodle or something. I hope you will enjoy Summerween with me and I'll see you with an update soon. Okay, I'm reading it and it's so cool. It's years and years after the events of the Dark Crystal movie. And this is Turma. Look at her. She's so cute. I think that's what I want to draw. I think I'm going to draw Turma today. She's a fireling and she came to the land of Tra to ask Gelflings for help to restore her world. Okay, I finished tome 1 of The Power of the Dark Crystal. It's so good. I love it so much. So this was created by the Jim Henson Company. The afterword is by Lisa Henson, his daughter. This is based on the plans for the sequel that that David Odell was talking about with Jim Henson, but wrote it down much later. So the sequel was in production, kind of, but it never saw light of day, and these 3 books are the continuation after the movie. There's also 2 books about the history of Tra, the world of the Dark Crystal, and I kind of really want them as well. It also says here that this is a story about harmony between the inner and the outer world, and that kind of speaks to me on a very personal level. So there are alternative covers here at the end and the illustrations are so beautiful. The art style is so gorgeous. I'm in love. I'm in love with this. I'm going to read the 2nd and 3rd tome today as well, I think. Good evening. So I finished my first book. Did I already talk about that? I did. I talked about that. Now it's evening. I'm sitting on the balcony. This is the light that I'm getting here. It's probably not going to be enough to read by, so I'm going to be able to like turn the light on, but I don't know if it's going to count as reading in the dark, so I'll think of something and I'm going to start A Dowry of Blood. The Sims is installing on my computer and it's going to take forever because I've got all the packs. Because I have no self-control, don't talk to me. So yeah, I'm gonna start this. I already read a couple of pages and it's beautiful so far, but it's been 2 pages, so don't know. I'll update you soon. Okay, I'm on page 109 and I love it so much. I added all the other S.T. Gibson books to my TBR. There's a novella that is like the sequel novella to this, or short story, I think, that was originally published as a newsletter, I think, and you can now read it on the author's Substack, and I will read that after I finish with this. I love it so much. It's so beautiful. It's about passion and love and murder and vengeance and polyamory, and there's bisexual rep here, which is my jam. Look at her sleep. I love it. I really kind of want to finish it tonight, but I'm tired and I know I should go to bed now so that I can be up tomorrow, because we're going to be playing tabletop games all day tomorrow with friends, and hopefully I'll be able to finish this at night. Maybe I'll read a few pages in the morning when I wake up, I don't know. But I really do love it. It's beautiful. It's really beautifully written, and I'm so glad that I'm loving this, because I was afraid that I would be obsessed with this book, that I would get it and then I wouldn't enjoy it. But actually, if I do find this same book with that first cover, I'm going to buy it anyway, because even though I know that there's some added content in this edition that isn't in the first edition of the book, because the first one was originally self-published, I still want to buy that one because I love the cover so much and I love this book. So like, if it's 5 stars, I'm definitely gonna get another edition as well. But I'm also going to paint another cover for this. Good evening. We just got home. We were playing Demon the Fallen with friends all day. So I only read like a little bit in the car there and back, and I really want to finish this today. There's 150 pages left. I can finish this today if I don't go to bed early. So if I'll be able to, I'll try. I'll read for a few minutes now while I wait for my dog's food to be prepared, and then maybe I'll watch a few episodes of Supernatural, because we're watching Supernatural with my boyfriend, and then hopefully I'll read before bed, because it's so good. I want to finish it now, but also I want to like stretch my pleasure because I'm enjoying it so badly. I will be rereading this, I think, many more times. Good morning. Today is day 3 of Summerween. I'm almost done with the Dowry of Blood, 50 pages left. I really want to just sit here and finish it, but I need to take my dog for a walk and get some cat food and some coffee, and then I'm gonna finish it, and only then I'm going to start working, because I'm obsessed. I love it so much. I love this feeling when I'm reading a book and I'm obsessed. It is beautiful. This is the kind of book I want to write. Just this and Piranesi perfectly describe my taste in books, and it's one of the best things I've ever read. S.T. Gibson, if you ever see this, thank you so much. Okay, I got my coffee and my breakfast of instant mashed potatoes. Don't judge me. Also, I got a call from the shop, and my beanbag chair is gonna be here today or tomorrow. I'm so excited. I wanted one forever, and I'm gonna put it right here and read on the balcony, and it's gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna finish this now, okay? I finished it. It's so good. 5 stars. It's amazing. I'm so fucking happy that I finally read this. And oh god, you know that feeling when you're expecting a book to be wonderful and you're anticipating it, and then you read it and it's beautiful? That was it. An Encore of Roses, a short story from Alexi's POV. He's the third bride of Dracula in this. Is in here as well. It was sent out as a newsletter by S.T. Gibson, and it's in here. This is like the new edition, I guess, the one that contains it as well, and I'm gonna read it now. This book is about polyamory. It's got bisexual rep, and it's beautiful, but it's also painful. It's about abusive relationships and love that can destroy you, and also it's just a story about vampires as well, and it's amazing. It's one of the best things I've ever read. Short story now. I think it's finally gonna rain. Yeah, it's raining a little bit. I finished it. I finished the short story and the book, and it was perfect. I already said this 500 times, but it's perfect. 5 stars for both. I'm so happy I read it. Next one on the Summerween Readathon TBR is Dark and Shallow Lies. I already started the audiobook. So far, it's a young adult story about these 10 children that were all born in the same month. And they are all like psychic. They have some kind of psychic power. And one of them has disappeared, and her best friend comes back from Arkansas to the island in Louisiana where they all live to search for her and find out what happened. I'll update you on that later today. Hello, it's the next day. I didn't update you yesterday because I was tired. I didn't feel like being on camera, but I bought my beanbag. It arrived. I need to go to the shop right now because I want to buy some alcohol markers to try and draw with them, because one of my favorite YouTubers, Scott, he's a wonderful artist, and watching his videos for the first time in my life I understood actually what to do with markers, and I want to try. I'll show you my beanbag chair. Here it is. It's on my balcony. Here's my beanbag chair. Here's my book. I'm gonna sit right here and listen to the audiobook of this and draw. Hello, good morning. It's day, I don't know, 6 of the readathon. Today is the 12th, yes. So tomorrow was the last day, but I am getting one extra day because I missed the first one. I'm upset about that because I'm not going to be able to do it with everybody else, but well, that's just who I am. Okay, so I'm on page 155 of Dark and Shallow Lies, and I'm really enjoying it. The atmosphere is great. The Louisiana Bayou is something that I've always enjoyed the imagery of. I like a swamp. I like that kind of place. So I'm enjoying this a lot. There's all these teenagers that have been friends since they were children, and there's this mystery and some kind of magic. They're all psychics in some kind of way, so it's really interesting. I really enjoy reading it just with my eyes, but I think I'm going to finish this chapter and then I'm gonna put on the audiobook and just try to draw a little, sketch a little, because in an hour I have to go run an errand. It's not gonna take me a long time, but I am gonna have to go run an errand. So before that, I want to try and sketch the little town where they all live, La Cachette, which is like, has these wooden boardwalks around the river, and there's swamps, and you know, it's the bayou. So I don't know how that's gonna turn out, but I am gonna try. I didn't buy any markers yesterday because the set that I liked, there's like a weird range in pricing. A really expensive, gorgeous $100 set that I just could not afford, and then for almost the same price but bad quality. And I was just standing there thinking, what is going on? Like, I just so I didn't buy any markers, and I'm upset about that. I'm probably gonna try to like put away some money and then buy a set maybe for my birthday, but for now I'm just gonna sketch with my inks and maybe a little bit of watercolor. Okay, I just finished it. 4 stars. The payout wasn't exactly what I expected, but I did like it. I enjoyed the whole journey, the bayous, the, you know, it has everything that I like. An isolated location, swamps, and a group of friends that are incredibly close. Sorry, my camera died. So yeah, as I was saying, isolated location, all of these kids tied together by invisible strings, mysteries, solving the mysteries, and the swamp. So 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I don't think that this, like, obviously isn't the best thriller I've ever read, but the atmosphere alone was so enjoyable to me that this gets 4 stars. So if you've been looking to pick this up, maybe you would like it for all the same reasons that I did. And now I'm going to pick up Wait Till Helen Comes. I'm gonna start it right now. I still haven't run that errand that I needed to do in the morning because I'm waiting for my boyfriend to be free so we can go together. And I have like maybe 40 minutes more to read, and I'm going to start it right now and see how far I can go. And I'm gonna read it again tonight in the dark because it's supposedly very scary. And I don't know, I'm scared of ghosts and things like that, so I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but I want to, so let's get into it. Okay, I just finished Wait Till Helen Comes, and it was pretty spooky. I liked the ending, and it's definitely written for like kids and preteens. So if you have children in your life that like a spooky story, then they might enjoy this. This does have a lot of conversation about death and fear of death. So if that child in your life has that fear, then I wouldn't recommend this. And I also read this because I've never read Mary Downingham when I was a kid. This never reached me, and apparently she's like a beloved children's horror writer. My best friend Sam really loves her books, so I just told him that I read the book, and I was excited to talk to someone who enjoyed these books as a child about it. And I'm glad I read it. It was really good, it was really scary, and part of it, like the last 1 chapter, happens in fall, so I think I can strike that out on my Summerween bingo, because the last point that I didn't strike out was read a book set in the fall. And now I think I'm going to move on to these 2. This is tome 2 and 3 of the Power of the Dark Crystal. I think I'm gonna finish these tonight, a little later tonight, and then tomorrow I'm probably gonna read Prince of Mist, the one that I put aside like an extra book for myself. And I'm glad that I'm getting through these so fast. I've discovered my fast-paced reading because I haven't been able to read for almost a month. I've been in such a state. Also, I'm listening to an audiobook of You've Lost a Lot of Blood by Eric LaRocca, and it's so weird and so spooky, and it's, oh my god, it's like, it's as if it's a true crime story about these murderers who killed young men, and it also has a novella within the book that one of these men has written called You've Lost a Lot of Blood, and within that novella there's a video game that the main character of the novella is working on called You've Lost a Lot of Blood. So it's like a 3-layer cake, and it's very spooky and very interesting, and I'm enjoying it a lot. So I think Eric LaRocca can become a go-to horror author for me to read. I'm glad I got myself a subscription for Script for this month, because I'm reading that on Script. I'll update you soon with these. Hello. So, focus. Yeah. I just finished You've Lost a Lot of Blood by Eric LaRocca, and it was really weird and imaginative. I gave it 4 stars. It missed a little something, I think, for me to have the 4 full stars. The full 5 stars. I can't speak today. But the novella within the book I actually enjoyed much more than the actual book, which happens often with me, I think. But I'm glad that I read it, and I want to read something else from Eric LaRocca now. I also started The Prince of Mist, and I only read 1 chapter, but I'm pretty sure it's fantasy, because in the first chapter it says, from the point of view of the main character Max, this little boy, that he remembers the summer when they moved to a new house with their family, and that was the summer when he the year when he discovered magic. So I'm pretty sure it's fantasy, not horror, but I'm sure there's a ghost there. The Prince of Mist. It's also part of a series. It's the first in a trilogy, and I think I'm still gonna read it tomorrow, because I already started it, and I mean, there's a ghost in it. It's bound to work for Summerween in any case. But I'm really enjoying the readathon. It got me back into reading because I was in a place. I think I said that 3 times already. But yes, I'm probably gonna rest now and continue tomorrow. Good morning. Today is the last day of Summerween, but I'm getting 1 extra day, I think, probably, yes. Because I missed day 1. I already said that like 100 times in this video, but I'm saying this again. I'm on my way to meet a friend to go see another friend together. And this actually recording while I'm walking is working wonders for my social anxiety, because like in my sick little brain, everybody around me just always wants to judge me, even though I know that nobody cares about anybody but themselves. But it's still hard. But yes, I've got Prince of Mist with me, and I'm gonna read a page here and there at every given opportunity, and then again in the evening when I get home, and I'll update you soon. I need everyone to look at this cat. This is my friend's cat, and his name is Baby. He's so soft and so big. He's purring. Good morning. Today is the 14th, which is my last day of Summerween. This was such a good readathon. I read so many great books, and I'm so glad that I participated. I'm sorry that I didn't have a lot of interesting footage for you, because I mean, there's war outside, so I don't go out much to any interesting places. I just like, you know, around. But yeah, about the reading. I don't have a lot of time for reading today, but I will try to read as much as I possibly can. I am on page 32 of The Prince of Mist, and it's nice so far. It's kind of funny because it starts sort of the same way that Wait Till Helen Comes starts. This family uproots, and in a second like that, moves to another town, to a new house, and the little boy of the family discovers something behind the house. In Wait Till Helen Comes, it was a cemetery. In this, it's like a garden of statues, and so far nothing yet has happened. He just discovered this garden of statues. I'm also listening to A House with Good Bones by T. Kingfisher. That's their last book that just came out, and I was really interested in reading it, and it's on Scribd. So I started that yesterday, and I think I'm about a third through or something, and I hope I can finish either this one or that one today, and then I'm gonna consider this a success. I will hopefully have some interesting footage for you today. I'll try. I don't know, maybe I'll see a cute dog outside or a bird or something. My voice just croaked. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, I'll update you soon. Hello, I just finished A House with Good Bones by T. Kingfisher. I gave it 3 stars. It was good. It was still funny and scary and weird, just like her other book that I read, Hollow Places. But I liked Hollow Places much more. This is okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It was just alright. It was 3 stars for me. And now I think I'm gonna start another audiobook because I want to keep reading Prince of Mist, but the audiobook isn't on script and I'm painting. So I want to keep listening and drawing. I bought some markers finally, the alcohol kind, and I'm gonna show you what I'm drawing in a little bit in the next update probably, because I'm just playing with them right now and figuring out what they can do. I'm gonna choose a book, but I'm not sure what yet. I'll be back with an update soon. Hello, I started another audiobook. It's The Seventh Bride by T. Kingfisher. I've never even heard of this book. I suppose that T. Kingfisher got famous for the horror ones. This one is a horror fantasy. So far, this 15-year-old girl, she's a miller's daughter, gets approached by a Lord Craven and is like, "You're gonna marry me." So she has to go to his house, and she met this lovely little hedgehog who is kind of gesturing for her to explain what's going on. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it today because I'm done for the night reading for right now before midnight, because I want to go hang out with my boyfriend for a little bit. I'm gonna show you what I did with my new markers. This is our cat. No, this is not our cat. This is my friend Sammy's cat, Dashi. This did not come out as I wanted it to, and it doesn't really look like Dash. But this is my Alice, and it kind of does look like her, and I kind of like it. I think it's okay. And this is me. This is me. I'm enjoying playing with my new markers. It's really fun. So if I have any time later tonight, I'm going to finish the book, and that's going to be the end of Summerween for me, and then I'm going to edit this video and post it. But so far, I'm thinking the readathon has gone really well, even if I don't finish The Prince of Mist and The Seventh Bride tonight. I'll update you for the end of this soon. Good morning. This is my last update for Summerween. The end for me was yesterday, but I was too tired to record anything. Let's do a wrap-up. So I read the Power of the Dark Crystal, Tome 1. I gave this 5 stars. The art is beautiful and I love the Dark Crystal, so it was a delight to read. Then I read Wait Till Helen Comes. I gave this 4 stars. This is a great spooky children's book. Then we have Dark and Shallow Lies by Jeannie Meyer Sane, and this was great as well. 4 stars. Isolated location, tight-knit group of friends, mysteries, murders. Beautiful, and it's on the bayou. I love the bayou. A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. 5 stars. This was so good. This is one of my favorite books now. My new favorite book. Also a short story from this, An Encore of Roses. I'm not counting it as a separate book, but Goodreads does. So I guess An Encore of Roses, which is included in this as well. It's a short story. And then we have You've Lost a Lot of Blood by Eric LaRocca. I think I gave it 3 stars or 4. Did I give it 4 stars? I think I gave it 4 stars. It was really strange. It was really inventive and very scary and gross. So I think Eric LaRocca is gonna be a go-to horror author for me now. And A House with Good Bones by T. Kingfisher. I gave it 3 stars, but I still really enjoyed it and I keep thinking about it. So maybe it was like a 3.5 for me. There was literally nothing wrong with that book. It just didn't catch me in the middle of my soul like The Hollow Places by T. Kingfisher did. But I still want to read more from T. Kingfisher, and I already started another book by them. So that's it. That's all the books that I finished. I read 6 books in a week. I think that's great. I'm really pleased with myself. I really enjoyed the readathon. If you have done the videos or the Instagram posts, please link them for me in the comments so I can go and check them out. I want to watch all the Summerween videos. And I also kind of want to participate in another readathon right away because it was so much fun and it got me out of a reading slump. I enjoyed it so much. So maybe I'll come up with a readathon for August myself. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon with another video. Slava Ukraini, and have a good day.